Well, good afternoon, everybody. I certainly hope you are having a great day. Today, I am going to do a look with the rest of my e.l.f. products. Everything has come in now, so I wanted to give the extra things a try today. So, as you know, what came in yesterday was the matte putty primer, and I'm also going to use this primer infused blush, which is always punchy. That's the name of that. And I believe those are the two. And of course, the bite-sized palettes that came in. So we've got pumpkin spice, and we've got rose water, and then I've got the cream and sugar, which is what we're going to use today. Okay. So my skin has been prepped and it is ready for makeup. So the first thing I am going to try is this matte putty primer. And of course, it's white. Ooh, and it's just as nice and cool as that other primer that we used. So we are going to use this. I have not yet gotten the poreless putty primer. I will probably get that on payday on Friday. I have seen that at the drugstore. So yeah, this is nice. Very smooth, and it finishes down to a clear finish, of course. So there is that. And then I also ordered the eye primer. This is the putty eye primer. This is a much drier consistency than most of the primers that I use. It's just a little bit stiffer, but still creamy, just a little bit more of a consistency to it. So, which I kind of like, because you don't have to wait for it to dry. So there is that. Then I am going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Light Sand. I am going to put this under my eyes. And over some of these imperfections that I have. And I prefer to just dot it in with my finger. My hands are clean. And I do like to get into the corner as well, since those corners tend to be dark. And then we'll do this side. And I used a little bit more just simply because I do have a scar on this side, and I have some discoloring right here, probably from the sun. I did worship the sun when I was a teenager. I As I got older, I didn't do anymore, but the damage was done. So we need to see what we can do to cover up that stuff. So those are my eyes. Next, I am going to use the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation. And let's see, this is the natural color, okay? And this is a pump that I'm going to put on the back of my hand. And my brushes are clean. As you remember, I cleaned them the other day. And I'm just going to swirl this in here. And put it on my skin. And as I stated the other day, I absolutely love this foundation. It's medium coverage, but does a pretty good job for me. And I have quite a few imperfections, so this brush has a little bit of an angle to it, just a little bit, so that I can get into these areas right here. And then we're going to put it down our neck, just so everything looks natural. And there you go. It's very, very pretty. A little bit goes a long way. So there is that. Next, I am going to use the primer infused blush that I got. And I'm going to use this brush and just tap it off. And just put it along my cheekbones. Not too far down, just enough to give a nice glow. Now this is just an everyday look. I'm not going to be doing any terribly long video today. Just, just a little bit of color, testing out these beautiful products that I absolutely love and recommend. So that looks very, very pretty for that blush. Very nice. And the next thing I'm going to do is get my little cream and sugar palette out. Now these do come with a little brush in them, which is very nice if you want to do a quick look and it's in your purse. Well, this one, I thought they came with a brush. I guess not. I take that back. I thought they did, but no. So this is the cream and sugar, which is really hard to see in the glare, but we've got very neutral light tones in this. So what I am going to do is I am going to take this brush, which is a good eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into this tannish, it's like a tannish oranges color. Oh, I just can't do it very well, and I do apologize. The glare is pretty bad. But I'm going to use this as a base. I'm going to put that all over my lid and in my crease. Let's see if you can see it better without that. Yeah, you can see it a little better without that big light on. Very, very pretty colors. I will get a backup on this one as well because I really, really like it. I just neglected to get an extra one when I ordered it and I wanted to. All right, so that is, I do apologize for the lighting. The lighting's really bad. I'm just a little channel and I can't afford all those fancy cameras and where you can see things a lot better. So just bear with me. You can go onto the e.l.f. website and see those colors. They are so, so pretty. So I'm going to clean off this brush. The next one I'm going to go into is the next color, which is kind of like a gold. It's very pretty. It's a very, very light gold color. So we're going to go into this one, and it is a shimmer color. We've got the one matte, a very light, and we've got a very dark matte over here. The other ones are shimmers. So now I'm just going to put this shimmer in my lid here and in the corner. I hope you all had a great day today. The weather was a little bit chilly today in Vermont, but it was nice enough to be outside for a couple of minutes. So that shimmer is so pretty, very pretty. Can you see how it shimmers? It's really, really pretty. All right, so the next color is more of a kind of like a pumpkin color, I would call it, because it's a darker tan type color. And then I'm going to take this, and this is also a shimmer as well. Okay, this one right here. So I'm going to take this one next. Tap it off. Always tap off your brushes. That makes a big difference. And then I'm just going to put this in the corner. And in the crease, just for a little more definition to the eye. Now, of course, there are different techniques into putting your eyeshadow on. The best way really is to just kind of push it on and pat it on. You get the best color payoff that way. I have in the past, gone back and forth. But you can do that if you kind of want a muted effect. But if you really want to get the actual colors that you're putting on your eyes, putting it on like this is the best way. Wow, that is really pretty. So, so pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. So that is a very basic day look. All right. And then we can brush and just smooth it out a bit, just to blend it a little. Very pretty. Very pretty. Very nice colors. So, very nice. The next thing I'm going to show you is this lip primer that I got from e.l.f. And let's see. One end is the primer and one end is the plumper. There's a plumper side and there is a other side. So we're going to get onto the oh, the plumper side actually fell out. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Just be careful with it. All right, so this is the primer side. I may have dropped this. I think it got dropped yesterday by mistake. So there is the primer. Next, I am going to line my lips with this very pretty color. I got this at CVS. Let me tell you what it is. It's the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Color Liner in Never Petal Down. Interesting name, isn't it? So I like this color. I'm going to use this on my lips as a liner. And it's very, very smooth. Now, since I have thin lips, I do like to line just a little bit extra over and a little extra under. And then I'm going to try a new color that I got from Maybelline called On the Mauve. This was recommended by Mrs. Melissa M. Beauty. It looks really pretty on her. She's got a very fair complexion, so it looked really good on her. So let's see how it looks on me. Very creamy and very, very nice. Not bad. It goes very nicely with my dress, and my purple outfit. So I like that very much. On the Mob from Maybelline. And I also got a bit of a dark color. This one, okay, so this is on the Mauve. And then I got one a little bit darker. And this one is called number 830. And it's called Violet. Wow, I can't read it. But it's number 830. There you go. Yeah, even my glasses, I'm not very good. So, I'm going to put this over it. Very nice. Look, it matches my dress perfectly. Okay, so overlining my lip was not a good idea because it actually made it looks a little bit smudged. So be careful when you line your lips. I won't do that again. You live and you learn, but this is a really, really nice combo, isn't it? So I've got on the mauve on the bottom, and then I've got this violet on top. And this is a great day look, isn't it? I think it's great. And all I used was the putty primer, the matte putty primer. I like it very much. Very, very nice. The luminous putty primer obviously gave me a more luminous look, but I actually like this one better. And then, of course, I used this marvelous, marvelous, flawless foundation. And then the primer infused blush and the 16-hour camo concealer for under the eyes. And now I am going to very carefully open this setting powder for eyes because it is very powdery. And I'm just going to take this brush, whoa, and really pat it off and set my under eyes. Now, as you can see, this e.l.f. product did not have any fallout. All right. I really, really feel that the secret to not getting fallout is using eye primer and just patting it on like I did because I did not get any fallout from these products at all. And I have heard complaints from you, my subscribers, and others, even the beauty gurus that said, yeah, it's a little bit powdery, but that's okay. And look how pretty it is. So there we go. This is our e.l.f. full e.l.f. number 2 video. And then we're going to put on some CoverGirl Essentials mascara. And that will give us a finished look. Now, I don't have any setting powder from e.l.f., but what I usually use, I've heard that the setting powders from e.l.f. are really, really good. What I usually use is the It by Pores spray, not spray, powder. This is the It by Pores translucent powder that I like to use to set my makeup. And there it is. And I just take a nice big fluffy brush. Look how clean that is. So clean. It is pink on the end. And then we're just going to put our brush in here, tap it off, and you have a very nice look for the day. Now, as far as my eyebrows, I'm not a real expert on eyebrows, but basically what I do is I just take a pencil and fill it in a little bit. And then, as you can see, one is lower than the other, but that also can be from sleeping, I read. Okay, now I sleep on the side. It could have something to do with it, I'm not sure. But they said you can kind of compromise by just making the one a little bit thicker, just so that it looks a little bit more even. You can make this one a little bit thicker, maybe with a lighter pencil. This one's a little bit dark. And then this one, you just put a little bit more on top so that they look a little bit more even. Like I say, I am no expert on eyes. This one is a little bit too dark for me, but that is, well, I think it does help, definitely. So there you go. This is my e.l.f. look for today. This is a Wet n Wild pencil that I have. I kind of go between Wet n Wild and e.l.f. as far as products. Most of my products are from e.l.f. I do have some NYX products like lipsticks, and I've got some Revlon cream eyeshadows that I really, really like. This one is in, this is like their silver, their gray, which is really, really pretty. So if I wanted to add a little glam to this look, I might go for this gold color here and just put it right in the middle, just to give this look a little bit of shimmer, a little bit more shimmer. So yeah, these cream eyeshadows are great for putting over eyeshadow colors or by themselves. They're really, really good. So, and of course, I've got a variety of lipsticks. Actually, my favorites are the, whoa, I'm dropping everything. My station is a little bit tight. So this one is the Revlon Color Stay Over Time. I love this lipstick because it does last a very long time through eating and drinking and everything. So I highly recommend that. The Revlon Color Stay. All right. So those are my little tips for today. Anything else I absolutely love. This is a highlighter that I absolutely love. And I use this sometimes. There we go. So I hope y'all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.